Hello everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me today. I'm here with Mr. Sheep. Say hello, Mr. Sheep. Okay, he's not going to speak, but oh, there we go. Why, thank you, Mr. Sheep. Yes, I love you too. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to start off with a little project. We're going to build down there, underground, to build a storage area for all of our supplies. Now, you may remember that in our last video, let me switch views here. We were just over there in that mountain. In fact, our portal for the nether is right there. You can just see that little path. And then that little tunnel where our bed is just inside this mountain there. So what we're going to do is, since this over here is the center of our island, we're going to dig down a little bit and we're going to make a beginning of a storage area. Later it will become a great big area, work area, where we have all of our materials, underground farms, all of that. And then of course above, up here on the island, we will be transforming all of this into our build site. So we're going to have big towers, there's going to be bridges, waterfalls, custom trees, we'll redo some of the terrain, all kinds of really unique buildings to make this place really fantastic. And I want to thank all of you that watched the video yesterday. Thank you very much for your support, and for those of you that subscribed, as well as for your likes. And I even saw some comments where we have some potential names for our island kingdom. So I want to thank you guys for all of that. So again, if you missed out on yesterday, be sure to catch that video. I don't promise to get one video up every day, but I'm going to try, and they'll be around 15-20 minutes in length each, and we're just going to have fun. So why don't we go ahead and come down here and begin our build. Now you can see in my bar that I do have a few tools that we didn't have yesterday. After all, we just started. But you may remember that I started on the server with my alt account, and just to build up materials and supplies, so that way we wouldn't have to do all of that grinding here on this video. So let's see here. This looks like a good area. We'll just dig down right here. We'll make ourselves a little stairway to begin with. We're not going to go super deep, but we'll go down far enough to where we're below the main section of the island here. Evil nemesis dirt underground. And hey, look at this. This might be beneficial for us. We have a cave. Make our digging out the storage area a lot easier, right? Whoops. Let's reload this. There we go. Yeah, this is a nice big cave too, so hopefully there's not too many mobs. After all, I only have a stone sword. I gave myself some pickaxes. In fact, you can see we've got Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, and Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, and Efficiency 4 in case we run into any materials. Some iron armor for basic protection. We'll upgrade ourselves a little bit later, but this was a good start just to kind of get us going. Yeah, it looks like we got quite a good little cave here. It goes a lot deeper than what we need. We're going to have to figure out how to light all this up a lot better. But I think this is a good level, right here. Yeah, this will be our level. We're going to dig from here and just make a little room for ourselves so that we can go ahead and build storage. So right now we just need this storage so that as we collect materials, both on this account and on my alt account when I'm doing the grinding work from our village depot farms, as well as just going out exploring, things like that, that we have a place for all of our materials, a workshop you could say, for our builds. So I thought that was a good start for today's video. We'll probably do a few other things as well, try to sneak them in if we can. But let's go ahead and start digging this out. And as we go through, if you guys have ideas, things that would make it better, whether it's farms, build, all of that, then be sure to say so. In fact, here before the end of the video, I'll put a little picture and talk about our build on the video so that you know what our inspiration is and what we're going to kind of go for as we're building today. That'll help us to get started. It'll let you know what we're going to do, give you an idea It's pretty neat. I didn't come up with the artwork for it. It was something I found when I was searching for some like mythical fantasy realms, things like that. So someone had done an artist rendition of something, and it looks really good. So I like it, and I thought, that would be really neat if I could do that in Minecraft. And so that's the idea I have. I'll also later on, I'll have spent some time and put up some pictures of some builds that I've done in the past on this server as well as other locations. Just kind of give you an idea of some of the things I've worked on before. In fact, in my channel there's a couple old videos from when I had a server of my own. It was a faction server. It was fun, but the spawn areas and everything you can see in those videos I built out myself as well. Now, of course, those were done in creative, which we are not doing here. This is vanilla for the most part, with a couple of extra little mods, just to make our build life a little bit easier. But so it'll be a challenge because we have to collect all the resources that we want to use. If we don't have those resources, well, then we can't do the build until we get them. This is really good. Normally I would hate gravel, but I actually need a bunch of gravel for our nether highway, the ice highway that we took yesterday to get here, because we need to make some concrete. We're going to be using quite a bit of concrete in our build here too, so we'll want to collect a lot of this. I've been searching for a gravel biome, like a mountain covered with gravel, to get some. At last resort, I could go down under the ocean once I have a conduit, so I can breathe and mine easily, see, and I could get gravel from the bottom of the ocean. But I find that the mountains are a little bit better, easier. I just haven't found one yet. I found probably every other biome possible, including a mushroom island. Since I've started here on the server, just 4 days ago? Yeah, 4 days ago. But we still have quite a ways to go. So I'm going to finish digging this out, and then I'll be right back with you to set up our storage chests. Okay, so we've got it all dug out. You can see here that we've dug out quite a large room. We still got the cave sections. We also widened the stairway, made it nice and big. We've got a little hall here. We even dug this all the way out to just above the water over there, outside of the island. So what I'm going to be doing now is using all of these materials that we dug out, as well as a bunch of others that we've collected. We're going to set up some chests in here to start with for storage. This will be our primary workshop, so we'll probably be making a number of changes throughout time as we go, expanding it, obviously, putting in farms, different directions off of this, and then of course linking it to our build above. And we may even change the design from time to time, but we're going to play around a little bit and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to go ahead and start setting up the storage area so that we have our materials ready, and then we can start building in future videos. And I'll be right back with you. Alright, we're back. I wanted to update you on some of our build progress, so let's take a look at what we've got so far. So we've started by going ahead and giving us a stairway down, made it 3 wide. So using some acacia in here. I like acacia, I know a lot of people don't, but we're going to see if we can build it in nicely. I'm going to come down here, we've got some stripped acacia logs for the centerpiece, as well as some andesite on the sides. And then we've started our design, so we'll do some glowstone lighting above with acacia trapdoors. Should light this place up. You can see we've got a combination of stones here to help highlight all of this. And then we've got our beginning of our storage room. So you can see here we've already lined up a bunch of chests. We've got a little extra lighting from the magma blocks below, and we'll put some lighting up above too to make sure it's nice and bright. But so far, even with just this, it's light enough to where no mobs will spawn. And of course we've got to put a ceiling on. Now we've left the back of these open, as you can see here, because in the future we want to go ahead and put in some auto sorting systems. Obviously we'll need it a lot bigger than this, and we'll expand it. We can expand it that direction or in other directions, but left plenty of room so that we can do that. We've got some furnaces temporarily up here. Put my bed down to save so I have in case I need it. But you can see we've got some good progress going here so far. What do you guys think? You know, as we go through, do these builds, appreciate your feedback. If you have ideas that something would make it better, a little highlight, might add like a couple buttons here and there for a little effect, right? As well as some other things, maybe some iron bars coming down the corners here. But if you guys have ideas, go ahead and suggest them, and we'll see how we can incorporate them. The build is going to be a little bit different up above when we're doing the city than our farms, but we still want our farms to look good, but we want them to be a little bit different. And I felt that this was a nice complementary design here. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the stairwell, the walls here, the ceiling, extend it out this way a little bit further, put on the ceiling at least for this area with a little extra lighting, and then I'll be right back with you guys. So, what am I doing out here in the ocean? Well, I spied two things. One, there's a moose over there, and two, I can't see it until I get out of the boat. There's a shipwreck right there, but I want to go ahead and see what's in it. Decided that in our build for our vault, it might be a good idea to use dead coral. So I'm on my way to go see, to mine some actual dead coral. But let's take a look at this shipwreck. I saw it as I was on the way, and thought we'd take a look. So let's see. I love the shipwrecks of the Aquatic update. They are pretty cool. And I brought along some doors so I can breathe, but I believe there's one here already. And I went over a temple just a moment ago, so I've got mining fatigue. But fortunately I don't have to. Alright, buried treasure map. That's alright, some paper, feathers, we can always use those things. Oh, and I have. How long is that going to last? A minute. So let's let that wear off since I don't have any milk with me. So we can mine and get the other chest that's there, and there should be one above. And I'll be right back with the video. Alright, it has wore off. We are back. We can now mine. There should be a chest in here. Interesting stone. There must be some ruins nearby. I don't see a chest. Maybe somebody already got this. That could be the case. Let's get some air really quick. And let's see if the chest in the main cabin is there. There should be the good chest over here. Break that so we can get in. There is. Hey, not bad. Let's go ahead and line that up. Running out of oxygen, but I don't think we'll find it. Okay, well there is a buried treasure map. Probably already gotten it, but we're not too far away from it. So let's swim over to, looks like it might even be on the mushroom island. Or it's one that I already got that I know of. Let's see. So we need to go north. Directly. We have to go this way. Somewhere over here there should be some buried treasure. Getting closer. Still got a little chunk loading. We got a lot of people on the server right now. Now that's not going to be an issue if you guys join. Just keep that in mind. That's just because of my recording software and my ancient laptop that I'm recording on. It's pretty resource intensive, and so kind of bogs it down, but as soon as I stop recording, then all the chunks load just fine. You may notice that from time to time in my videos, but can't do anything about it at the moment. Can't get a new PC, so this must be the island. So we'll deal with it a little bit here. Yeah, there's my torch. I already got this one. Yep, I already dug this one out. Already got the heart of the sea out of it, all that good stuff. So I'm going to continue on over to the coral reef, and we'll mine up some coral because I think some of the dead coral would be really good in our build, and then I'll be right back with you. And we are back. I love the corals. Look at how beautiful that is, and it's even better at night, especially with the sea pickles lighting it up. Now, we don't have a silk with us right now, so we're just collecting dead coral. We've got a little door here, a little trick. It's about the only thing that doesn't get waterlogged anymore in the ocean. You just can't place stairs, signs, torches, things like that to try to escape from drowning. You can only use doors and a few other minor items. But we're going to mine up a bunch of this. I like the fire coral the best. You can see that as I mine it, it's actually dying, and the fans are just breaking because we don't have silk with us. But that's okay. Right now we don't need tons. We're just collecting a little bit of this fire because it's a really nice texture when it's dead. Let's get some air here. Make sure we don't die. Go. Everything's floating to the top, so no problem there. I'll collect it all in a moment. Let's see here. Probably about 2 stacks, I think we'll do, of this fire coral just to get us started. Then we can go back and finish our build. Nope, let's get a little more air. Right. One thing I definitely want to try to do through the build here is, when we get going, is definitely use some of the aquatic update materials a little bit more. Just because, you know, they're neat, they're unique, they're new, and they're really nice looking. A lot of the different blocks, especially the coral blocks. Oops, that's not a pickaxe. So we'll be working that into our builds. A lot of the dead coral, of course, we'll be using. But we'll find some ways to also use the live coral. It has to be next to water, so it makes it a little bit more tricky to get. But we can definitely come up with some ideas, and you may have some as well. I imagine at some point we'll do some fish tanks, things like that, just for fun. Catch some fish, so you can catch them in buckets, and add them in as well. Maybe create some farms for our turtles, different things like that. Right, I think we've collected about 2 stacks of this. Should be good. I'm gonna go ahead, we won't leave our garbage behind. Collect the door, swim up to the top, collect everything, and then we'll go back to the base and finish up our chest area. It's just about done, and we'll finish up for today. So thanks for joining, everybody. Keeping with me as we go through these, as I jump around a little bit. Just don't want you to sit there and watch me grind the entire time, so I decided to split the videos up a little bit. But if you guys have other ideas of things we can do, please suggest those. We'll go ahead and make those adjustments. After all, these videos are for you, not for me. I'm just having some fun. Alright, we are back, everybody, and we have finished our first section here. Let's take a look. So we've got our stairs going down. You can see we've started to use the fire coral right here. I went ahead and put some highlights with the stripped acacia behind the walls here. Made for a nice little indent as we go along. We've got our lighting. We come down to our hallway. Nothing back here yet. We've got a little door. This here. We'll work on this. Got a zombie friend over there. Hello, guy. Yeah, you can stay behind the door. We don't want to do that. And then we've got our lighting. We'll continue the hallway that way. And here is our storage. So you can see here that we've got a nice ceiling, plenty of light in here, lots of chests. Obviously we can expand this much further beyond that wall. We've got a little bit of highlight with the iron. And then with the different stones, we've got some terracotta that's been stained red, our acacia stairs so we can open the chests. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks really nice. It's a great little build. We'll be, of course, labeling these chests, filling them up with supplies for our builds. And I think mostly this will be the stone room. We'll just fill it up with all different kinds of stones and materials that we can use in our main build. So everybody, with that, I want to conclude today's video. I want to thank you all for joining. Appreciate it. Hopefully you will be watching in the future as I continue to put out more videos and expand our build. Hope you've enjoyed. And remember, it's just a game. Have fun.